a pistol going off in my head. And on the surface everything is okay, but something's breaking and it's calling my name. The undercurrent here and taking the blame, but that was never her aim. But there's a death charge with my name on it now. I'm tied up tightly and it's dragging me down. I'm treading water but there's no one around.
You gotta buck them men right off of you. Buckaroo, buckaroo. Buck that man right off of you. Buckaroo, buckaroo. Buck that man right off of you. I'm not a player, don't care what you say. You can't make me feel bad, I won't see it your way. I've got the itch to switch this thing around. Tear down the walls of your shit house playground. Starting to bore and I'm done with your subservience. Groveling and sickening, I only want my recompense. So I'll say yeah, I'm done. All your apologies, all the sorries on your knees, just disappearing into my slipstream. All your apologies, all the crying on your knees, just disappearing into my slipstream. All your apologies, all the sorries on your knees, just disappearing into my slipstream. 'Cause all your apologies, all the crying on your knees, just disappearing into my slipstream. I'm golden, I'll be fine. You act like this is my first time. Oh, I'm steady while you shake, joking on your own mistakes. And I've been a mad fool waiting around for you. I've been biding my time, but it's gonna end badly for you. Oh, buckaroo, a buckaroo.
From Champlin Park High School, Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs in this QCTV sports presentation. A double feature coming your way. Boys high school soccer first, followed by girls. It's the Rebels hosting this afternoon the Spring Lake Park Panthers. And the weather, we got to love it up here. On the field, it might be a little bit warm, close to the mid-80s right now, Jim.
Yeah, and a gentle breeze coming actually from the east almost. And but what a treat to have some unseasonably warm weather here in mid-September.
There you saw a record, but the record for the Panthers is 3-5. They have outscored their opponents 23-20 this season. Meanwhile, for this Rebel squad, they have been able to stack 3 wins and then ended with a tie last week against Coon Rapids, 2-2. Head coach Brady Hicks, happy, but can always feel like they can do better for this Rebel team as they go head-to-head here against a team looking to kind of find their way for postseason in the Panthers.
Yeah, first-year coach for the Panthers is Luke Pauley, as he's been with the program for 3 years now. In his first year as the varsity, along with his co-coach is Megan Hansen, or actually Megan Pauley.
So we are set here. Let's get you set up with the keepers. Drew Yeager between the pipes for the Rebels, and Kai Hera Markwald is between the posts for the Panthers. Again, the Panthers come in at 3-5. They have outscored their opponents 23-20. Meanwhile, for the Rebels, they'll be moving right to left, or left to right, excuse me, as we begin in the white. They come in, as I mentioned, 3-1-2. Interesting number. They've outscored their opponents 18-9, 10-2 in that first half, Jim. So a steal here, picked up on the turnover. Moving in. Down and deep, looking for an opportunity. Bringing this wide, as it will be the Rebels. And there's Rawlis try to send a left foot kick deep. Redirected back out. One touch side pass back to the defense. On that back line, you see number 12, Rawlis. He's left back, followed by Stiles. Number 3, center back, along with Caleb Early, number 4. And Gouliard is number 2. He will be the right back. They do a great job of engineering the flow of the play, and so strong back there this season, hence just the 9 goals surrendered through the season. This one pitched up just across midfield. the Panthers try to make a charge.
Yeah, one thing that the defensive line does, as you can see it right here, they are so confident in where they're going to be. It's a veteran line back there, and they just have great communication, and they have just confidence in each other.
The Rebels controlling here, just looking for the seam, maybe reversing fielders. Rothermall on that far side. Center back now in control. Head coach Brady Hicks says, we've been playing okay lately, but we certainly have our moments. But if we could defend dead balls, we'd be in good shape, says Coach Hicks. Down behind now, trying to race. Getting there first, the Panthers. Good defensively. Chase to the ball and winning that. Deflected out. This will be a throw-in. Come away for the Panthers. The Panthers, well, they've lost their last 4. And prior to an Elk River 7-1 win last Thursday for that, in which a goal. Prior to that, again, they had been on that 4-game losing streak, but a nice 7-1 win versus Elk River. 3 goals, a hattie for Anthony Porter in that game. Other goals for the Panthers were by knocking. Absolutely. That far side now is the Panthers trying to settle the ball. Again, with the Rebels here, a little bit of a win. Actually, a pretty good high. If that flag is just about straightened out completely. It's moving right to left behind the Rebels and moving them upfield right to left. Rebels again try to control. They'll settle. Now they're going to get a whistle here, and we'll get a free kick. Set there, Bo, are the Rebels. Styles, one of the players, Coach Brady Hicks had mentioned, he says, our unsung hero this season has been Eli Styles as that center back. He's been wonderful at that role. He puts in a huge amount of work and covers a lot of ground for us. We'd be in trouble if he was not back there as our center back. So certainly seen that. Redirect off that header. That's going to go the way right now for the Rebels. A quick throw in by Rualis. Trying to split and work the way through. There's Dorn. Drop back. Now on the foot. Yafondo. Jim, last time out we saw Yafondo. He had a nice header.
Yes, he did. A couple of goals last time.
Rualis this time lift this one just wide of the mark. It's caught out of play, but they're going to call a goal kick here on the punt on this possession. The shot just moved off the mark and out of play by Rualis. The wind blowing in that direction.
Well, he's got such a talented left foot. That one got caught up in the wind a little bit.
Moving it back now, the Panthers trying to find a little opening that they can pursue. Up front, it's Frank Ray at a forward along with Anthony Porter and Mubarak Wayu up top, followed by Samudio, number 3, Ezra Samudio, Samudio, and then followed by that wind kind of took it away that time from Yafondo and right onto the foot of the Panthers. They exchange far side, get it there now. You can see Gouliard here trying to make a run, a long throw. Wind catches that one and sends it out of play in a hurry.
Looking for Dorn on that far side. Dorn is one of those guys that has underestimated speed. He is really fast. And
to enjoy, this is our 3rd match this year. We've had a chance to call for Champlin Park, and you kind of get a chance to kind of see how their play kind of evolves and what type of ball a player may make a run at or not. Throw in for the Panthers. As I mentioned, the Panthers 3-5. They won last week against Elk River. And now a chance, some juice, some opening to the far side. Gets around the defense. Left foot kick. A top. And getting the glove on at that time was Yeager. And that will result. Coach is Luke Pauly. Good things to say. Good potential moving with the players. Just about getting those wins a little closer. I mentioned they had the Elk River win. The previous win was a 9-1 win over Irondale on August 25th. And then they only will be able to collect 7 goals in the other game. So they're scoring big when they do come out and win. Here's a left shot. Nice block right at the top of the 18. Contorted his body. Did Yovando that time to take the shot, but a nice block defensively controlled. On the foot now of Rualas. Rualas moves down the near sideline. Give and go back. This one high pitch just inside, trying to settle, race to the ball. And Zoot getting there first will be Gouliard. Gouliard sends this one. Attempted to put it inside the 6, but that time it sailed wide as it caught that jet stream of the wind, moving it just beyond the end zone.
Yeah, right play. It just I just couldn't get the right amount of air, and that wind, like you said, just pushed that ball through. That was the best set so far for our offensive push for the Rebels. That was some good ball possession.
Out today in the season. We're already just beyond the midway mark, Jim, and by October 4th, I think it's the last regular season match for both of these teams.
Isn't that unbelievable how fast things go? I mean, it just. We're less than 3 weeks away from postseason.
Working it through, reversing it, finding a gap in an alley here. Rualas, left foot kick back. They'll reset, refuel. Dorn that time had it momentarily, drifts back. Again, they're controlling it. A one touch, just we can watch the Panthers move defensively. They are in that 4-3-3 defensively, or as their formation. A good steal. Panthers on the run, cross field now, looking across to cut across and pull the trigger on a shot. Here is Ray. Ray ends up sending a roller. There is Yeager, easily handles that. And he'll decide now if he wants to roll this out on a pass. He does. When it's windy, it's tough to control that punt.
That's a really nice defensive play by Logan. Yeah, he was able to keep Ray in front of him and just not allow him to get the shot he wanted.
Crossfield now. Panthers trying to get their plan formulated to the far side. Trying to hit on a run, little give and go pivot. Gets through. Here's Elias. A look. Pulled the trigger. A shot here, and going down is one of the Panthers. No whistle. That was near the 18, if not inside, but they will not blow the whistle there. In possession. Quick turnaround. Rualas tries to pitch this near midfield. The header connected there momentarily. Markwald.
Yeah, what a great move by Ufanda. Ufanda just turned down the Jets. Got it, and probably not the shot he wants, but what an excellent save by Herrera Marquand.
Yeah, Herrera Marquand makes a nice save, 1v1 that time. Now we got a corner opportunity. The first of this match for either team. Setting up. Runs it into Sextino. Almost bend that one in. He saves from going out. Pitches it up near the 18. Trying to settle, but now it's on the foot of the Panthers. And that ball just drifts out of play. Throwing will be by the Rebels here. Just underway here in the first half. 28 minutes in, or 28 minutes remaining in the first half. No score.
Delayed call. Advantage called down in box for an offsides, I guess. I don't know.
Herrera pitches it up. At least guides it up there and moving it back there. Dorn was kicking it now across the field, trying to hit a runner on the far side. Unable to connect with that pass. Looked like Wyatt Logan with that attempted pass. Back the other way. Quick shot over the top of the crossbar. Maybe Yeager got enough, but a good counterattack.
Looks like Wayu.
So Wayu back out. We had shot attempt that time we mentioned by Frank Ray. He has 5 goals and 1 assist for the senior. Pitching it down low. Now a chance to the run and converging on it. And then Mubarak Wayu trying to get around positions. Takes a little bit of a bump right at the corner, just outside the 18. Raulis sends it up ahead.
Boy, this has been a real physical match, but it hasn't been a dirty physical match. This is just two teams that are just going after it.
Set back down, now run. Wayu picks that up. Pulls back, now left foot shot. Wanted to set it up for his left foot shot. Charging in, just inside the 18, gets a shot, but it takes a bounce off the knee of the Panther player there. Out of bounds, we're going to hit a throw in for the Rebels.
Yeah, nice opportunity for Anthony Porter. He's coming in there, just couldn't get the ball settled.
Back in, I see in now is Liban Ibrahim, and Jim, I think he made a commitment to you.
Yeah, he said he was scoring a goal today. He said he didn't have any this year, and this was it. He was getting one today, so now he's got it right on his foot, and he'll take it down there.
Nice pass down, side, near side, at the corner there. Dorn trying to make something happen. A header disrupted, sent right back out near the corner of the 18. Ibrahim has it again, watches it roll off the defense. That's going to result in the second corner of this game. A fixed piece here for the Rebels.
Now entering the game for the Rebels, number 13, Ethan Fonseca.
Moving some additional players in. Crowd that box a bit. It looks like Fonseca is now in. Kearns this one. A header goes all the way out. Near to getting back in. With that wind, it just carried almost over the crossbar when it was inside the 6. And the header put on it by the defense of the Panthers.
Evan Lilich had a chance, or Lilich had a chance with the header, go straight up. But really nice job by.
That is, you almost have to start that ball and kind of bend it like Beckham and start it in between the 18 and the 6 for it to bend just right in this wind. And then plus, as the goalie, the keeper has the sun in their eyes if they're looking at that corner where it just came from. Ibrahim here sends a through ball. Tough to catch up today. Great effort, but kicking and moving that foot over the top of the ball. Unable to bring that in. So another goal kick warranted here. 22.5 minutes left in this first half. No score. As the Champlin Park boys will try to take it to 5 straight unbeaten matches.
Yeah, it was funny. We're halfway through the season. They only have one liked opponent, one similar opponent. That's Elk River, and they both beat them by 6. So, Coach, like he was talking about the fact that they were up 2-0 against Anoka, and they ended up losing 7-3. And he said that was one of those seminary moments that could really galvanize a team if they handle it the right way, and they feel like they did after the loss.
You could see Caleb early kind of trying to settle that ball with that wind, driving it and getting the pass out. It'll be a throw in for Rawlis. Set back now from behind. A bump from behind or a kick from behind near the calf, and that time sending Yafondo down. Yafondo on the season has 6 goals. Rothermel has 7 goals. Dorn has a couple.
Well, he's been dynamic. The couple of games we've seen, his ability to score has been through headers and through just different variations of headers to kicks, just being in the right spot at the right time.
I'm looking forward to seeing this boot right now. Wind at his back, just inside the 40. That is a jet stream behind Yafondo. He'll pitch it up ahead. Looks for the header just inside the 18. One bounce. And the Panthers were trying to get control. They will, in fact, because of foul's been whistled here on Champlin Park to induce that contact on the far side. Panthers again doing some ball chasing when that wind is blowing it in that direction, and plus the Rebels trying to control it. Back the other way, cutting it right through midfield. This one's up ahead to Wayu. Directed back out there by the center back, Caleb Early.
Yeah, Early does such a good job of just anticipating and disrupting on those one-touch opportunities.
Getting a run at a throw in here is Hollenbeck. He is a sophomore. 1 goal, 1 assist on the season for the Panthers. Left back, okay, this is going to be awarded back to the Rebels. Throw in. Bumps into the turf. That was Woodford. A center mid, now far side. Elijah sends this one a long pass, just right. Good pick, trying to settle, now has a chance. Chips it, lower 90, goal! Dorn settled that ball on a beautiful pass from Stiles and tucks it right in that lower 90. And the Rebels have a 1-0 lead here in the first.
Yeah, what a great, you mentioned it, Stiles with an excellent through ball. Dorn stays on side and then has the presence of mind to settle the ball, get it past Herrera Markwald, and first tally goes to the Rebels.
Dorn's third tally of the season. And we had mentioned a 10-2 advantage for the Rebels as they've outscored their opponents in that first half, have now upped that ante to 11-2. Beautiful goal. On such a windy day, Stiles got the room and cleared. And Stiles, Jim, that had to be maybe 3 bounces. And then the ability to be running at that speed by Dorn and to settle that ball and not trying to do too much. All he did was just try to put it to the corner and on the ground.
Well, the one thing that that happened was Herrera Markwald, the goalie, as on his back when he was backing up, actually stumbled a little bit, and he was caught in no man's land, no place to really go. And we've got a foul on the Rebels, but he was stuck there. He couldn't go after it, couldn't go back. He was just stuck, trying to at the mercy of what Dorn wanted to do.
Just mentioned Herrera Markwald, a senior, save percentage of .725 and a goals against of 2.48. He's already got 650 minutes logged between the pipes this season. Chip down the field now, pursuing, trying to win that race, and it's picked up, and the result of that hustle that you just saw from the Rebels, they're going to get another corner kick opportunity. I believe that's number 4.
It is, and again, Ufondo just with his speed just creates opportunities and creates mistakes by the defense.
Just under 17 to play in this first half. Corner kick opportunity number 4. Lofts it up nicely just inside the 6. High rebound. And again, the same thing on a normal day, or at least a less windy day, you would see that ball stay in play and that header. Again, I think you mentioned that was by Leelage, the junior, trying to elevate in front. They'll do it again. This time a little pass out front, give and go back. Controlled by Dorn. Dorn moves to his left. Now he'll try to find a better way to set it up inside the 6. It's deflected, nicely closed up that time by the Panthers, but the reward is another corner opportunity.
Yeah, Ibrahim came out, and they had a play set, and they just did a great job of moving up.
This one.
Possibility is that'll be a throw-in.
Yep, launched back in just to the side of the 6. It's deflected out, throwing for the Rebels. Rualas back down to Dorn, left side, puts that left foot right in play. And again, the ball comes off of them so quickly, of the defense and also of the Panthers, that wind is really any little rebound caroms out of play.
You're right.
Corner look here again. See if they get it. Now deflects into the 6, pouncing on top of it. And they were kind of going for even the broken clock is right twice a day. Let's just keep firing this back. You have to, right in there. You'll hit it just right just outside of the 6 and let it carry in. But sealed off. Right now the Panthers doing a nice job at defending that set piece, the corner kick. I am for 6 corner kicks already, the Rebels here in the first half. Now making a run, trying to separate and get some spacing. A foul whistle there on the trip by the Rebels.
You know, we saw some players hit the deck earlier, but that was a foul there, and Ibrahim knew it immediately.
You got it, Ishmael Ibrahim, one of the captains of the squad, and it'll be a free kick. About the 18. They'll mark off that wall. It'll be just in front of the 18 where they can set up the wall. 14 minutes left here in this first half, and the Rebels on the goal. Time by Dorn to take the lead. Approaching, left foot kick. This one's knuckling and it goes over the top. Had some serious velo and zip.
Yeah, Lilich.
And not a lot of movement on that ball, which means it was knuckling on top of it.
He probably wanted to get a little topspin on it, see if he could dive it in there. But again, with the wind, you just hoping you could just get it on net.
He struck it well, almost too well on that one. And Yeager will pass it out to teammate there in Stiles. Lofted high, bounces at the 18. Now a battle for the ball there ensues. Stiles continues to work. And now they're going to call an injury, perhaps, or a timeout for an injury. 13 minutes left, 14 seconds, 13-14 here in the first half. We've got Ravi below us shooting some camera work. Great job. And we've also got a nice 80-degree temperature. I will never complain about that heat. Plus, as an announcer, we're not having to tolerate it to the level of the players on turf. But
no. But it's still a challenge up here, John.
Oh, it is.
It is not. So Mark is with us too. He's on. He's down the road just a little bit, down the row, I should say. Set
back now, turnover. Nope, they'll call a foul, and this will be a chance for the Panthers. So they can try to get a goal away from tying here in the first half. Even though with that wind, it's been the Rebels playing a lot of downwind, shall we say, downhill. Loose ball scrambled, redirected back up and out that time by Early. Trying to settle quickly. Sikya. Now back to midfield. Panthers pivot. Some good moves left side, trying to get by. It will not. Stripped of the ball there on the turnover. Dorn has it. Tries to reverse, punch it back. There's the Early left foot kick up to Rualas. Rualas goes across the grain here to reverse field. A runner on the far side if they want to get it there. But now they're going to hit a through. A header. Dorn looks to go first to the ball. Racing there with the keeper. And they are going to call it, they said,
They're pointing at
It is
another
a
corner. Yep.
That's what I thought.
They're making hay on these corners.
Hey, and Herrera at that time was trying to sell me that it wasn't a corner. He took the ball. He was doing it with conviction. I'm going to punt this thing right now. Oh, you know what? Second whistle. I have it for I believe this is number 7 on corners that I have. High amount because any deflection, you're finding that ball just scurry off the end. They're going to bring in, is it Rualas, for this corner. I think they're going to target it up a little higher on that 6. This time almost breaks that in and almost bend it like Beckham back in. And that time walking the ladder, flashing the leather and making the save. Herrera.
Oh, that was a great save. Good timing, high point. Just like a rebound in basketball. He was all over it.
Across the way. Sometimes you almost feel like a wide receiver, some of the keepers have said, when you're extending like that and there's players all around you in contact and you're kind of exposed. But good focus, good hands again by Herrera Markwald. Comes into the goals against of 2.48. Here's the chance. Rothermel tries to sneak one by, extending and making another beautiful save on that stretch. Again by Kai Herrera Markwald.
Herrera Markwald has really kept the Panthers in it so far. That could have been easily a goal. Rothermel, his trigger is so quick. It is incredible. You saw it right there. Just 2 Panthers around him, able to just rip it right on.
Rothermel again, the 7 goals, and you're right, he does. He brings some juice, some scoreability, and so quick he probably ties a shoe and releases a shot at the same time. Reversing to the far side now and give and go. Rothermel has it. He's pickpocketed there right off the laces. Here comes the Panthers. To the far side, trying to get by, but probably not going to do it and get by Elijah Stiles. Stiles still with it. Panthers want a call inside the 18. Stiles continues his way upfield. Another example of why Coach Brady Hicks calls him the unsung hero. He's been tremendous as that center back this season. 1-0 lead right now for the Rebels. We're south of 10 minutes to play in this first half. We have a twin build today, a double feature coming up after this match. It's going to be girls high school soccer. Spring Lake Park, a team last year, Spring Lake Park, 13-0 on the season as they went to the section championship and lost to Maple Grove. We'll talk about that a little bit more when the girls' game swings around right after this match right now. We are at 8 minutes. Race there. Tough to catch up with the combination of the roll and that wind. They take on Champlin Park. Champlin Park is undefeated this season. Looking forward again, Jim, we had a chance to see Jessica Lee play earlier this year. In fact, she got a hat trick against Andover.
She is physical. She is talented. She's fast. She's the real deal.
Yeah, she has scored at least a goal in each one of their games this season for the Rebels. And a great addition this year. Far side now controlling it off the body, locking it, settling it, moving it up on the pass. Just trying to get it to a teammate there. Moved off the foot. The teammate and moved back on and down the field. Here come the Rebels looking for the gap. They'll drop it. Rothermel has it. Left foot kick near side. Rualas. Rualas surveys, and he has it stolen. Good, strong play that time. Stepping in as a defender.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart with an excellent job on defense.
Give and go, wrong the line. Now trying to split. They will, but there'll be a whistle for a trip. Good hustle, trying to burst. You could see it again, Frank Ray. Again, with 5 goals, 1 assist. He's got some magic when that ball's on his foot.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and he is, I don't want to say dainty with his moves, but he's not necessarily, he's pretty.
This one hooked away off to the top of the 6. It's almost like you need a couple of those kicks to kind of get a feel for that wind. And that time it floated on the Panthers, who had the free kick, but they will get a throw in on the far side of the field. Love to be able to at least tie this, but even if you can hold it to one goal of a deficit going into half, then you'll have the wind at your back here starting that second half. Typically, the coaches say, hey, we'll play through all of that. You know, the wind will keep the passes low, everything else. Today, it seems like it's a little bit stronger and a little bit more in terms of affecting the path routes and the shots, as well as we've seen from the corner kicks here by Rebels. A steal there. Now the counterattack in play. Here come the Rebels. Far side now on the foot and pursuing it. Kicked it there. That's Mayo. Again, in that Andover game, we really saw Mayo put together just an unrelentless energy of effort and a goal in that game as well.
Yeah, he did, and I think he had a nice assist as well. You know, last year, majority of the scoring, over like 60% of the scoring came from one person. That was Sano. And when it snowed, it was great. But this one is such more diverse, and you know, the attack can come from anywhere. From Rothermel, it can come from Ufondo, it can come from Dorn, you can come from Mayo, Vasicki. I mean, you know, Ruales. We've seen Ruales with you know, some excellent scoring chances as well.
Senior defender in now, Carson Almer, getting a chance to take a bit of a break is Gouliard. Sent right back in there, Ibrahim to the far side, trying to make a run, left foot pitch, a left turn and fire, a pivot by Rothermel. Even though he's got his back to the ball, making a spin at the top of the 18, you know, he knows exactly where he's at with that ball. Pitched here, off the head. We'll get a whistle back around midfield. And apparently that ball was out, and now the throw-in will emerge for the Panthers. Coming up on just 4 minutes left in this first half. Panthers trying to find a gap, but I'll tell you, the Rebels do such a great job of closing those gaps. There's a violation there, and they'll be awarded a free kick. Ibrahim with the honors.
Styles on that far side, we've seen him a couple of times. Just, you know, just Mr. Steady Eddie, or Elijah, Steady Elijah.
Dropping it back, Ruales. Moving it up ahead. The Panthers trying to get there, but I'll tell you, once that ball drops, they hunt so well. Ibrahim that time had it. Rothermel has it poked off of his foot. Was getting ready to plant and send one on net. While they're out, this will be a throw-in. Yeah, a throw-in for the Rebels. I mentioned in that win over Elk River, Anthony Porter, number 11 out there, picked up that hat trick. Knockin, who was out, he's out for this game, picked up a tally as well. So the team has some scoreability. They've put up 9 against Irondale earlier this year. Ready to go back in play. Substitutions have been made, and now for the last 2.5 minutes of this opening half, they'll move it up there. That's Wyatt Logan. Sends it to the far side. Trying to hunt that down is Almer. Making a run far side again. Chipping in. Keeper comes out, but with that ball moving so quickly and with some strange spins with this wind, it's tough for a keeper to really trust on some of those freelance kicks. Back behind the 16 there with the Panthers. Panthers trying to battle well to move it out, but right now it's the Rebels who kind of take a chance to exhale and refuel. Off on the far side, Logan Moa. Also in. He's a senior midi. Stiles is back. He's got a dime, a beautiful dime on the goal, the lone goal. Scored in this first half by Max Dorn, his third goal of the season. Both teams exchanging touches in the attack, but now on the move. Here comes a good pass. Just ahead, missing off the foot that time of Weu, and on the foot of Stiles, who moves it up the field. A minute left here in this opening half, and the Rebels maintain a 1-0 lead. Nice little chip to the far side, trying to catch Rothermel on maybe a run, but just a little bit out of his reach.
You know, what the Rebels defense has just extinguished any, sizable amount of offense. Every single time, they're just able to clear it. They're able to pass it off, and turn it into an offensive opportunity. And it's really been a strength of them throughout the whole year.
Nearing the end here of this first half, I mentioned before the Rebel girls will be playing next. They're 5-0-2. As the Rebel boys here trying to create some ruckus and a scoring opportunity here before the end of the first half. There's 10 seconds left here on the throw-in. As I mentioned, it's a twin bill. As you'll get a chance to see Spring Lake Park girls take on the Rebels, 5-0-2, right after this match. The first half is in the books. It is a 1-0 lead for the Rebels, as they are jumping out trying to collect their fourth win of the season. Jim, your thoughts?
Well, we'll see if that win really was, it will make the difference as we switch sides on the next one. But beautiful Stiles to Dorn goal that really it's been the difference so far.
Rebels do it with Stiles. And we're at 1-0 at the end of the first half. The Rebels with the lead. More coming your way after this intermission.
My personal goals would be to help lead this team to state, if not like section final, just get us as far as we can.
It's a lot more technical stuff, like we're working on our touches, on our finishing, rather than just easy drills.
I think we can expect a more together team, and I feel like we're all gonna lift each other up and stay together.
I'd love to just bring this program the success that it deserves, right? I'd love to see this team, make it to the U.S. Bank, and truth be told, I think if we make it to the bank, there's no stopping them at that point.
I really like all the friends that I've made through playing soccer. My team, my club team, and my high school team. I know they're just really fun to be around, and it's a good community to have.
The most important things for me is, number one, is to have fun, right? When you come out and play soccer, don't forget that this is your getaway.
I feel like last year we had a lot of pressure built up from the following season before because we went on a losing streak. I feel like everybody was in their minds, and we had finally made it to section semifinals again. And I think it was just everybody's pressure, the pressure to make it to the finals, to prove ourselves from the last season, just got to our heads.
I still watch those highlights every now and then. I think I just recently watched them 3 days ago, and it still hurts is the reality. I watched that game, and it just kind of, makes me feel a certain way, right? This coming year, our expectations is just to go out and show, Class 3A that we can compete.
We're going to be the underdog this year, I think. We've got a lot of new players, and I think people have to watch out for us this year.
We get some time here today to speak with 8th-year head coach Nick Keenan here with Champlin Park Rebels. Running back Preston Nelson, Will Ogunti, defensive lineman Ashton Tucker, offensive lineman.
I'm already missing it. I can't wait.
Yeah, we had some adversity at the beginning of the year. We were missing some players.
Tilkey's going to roll to the right.
He's going to throw to the end zone. Knocked away. It's knocked away. And that was Matson. And Blaine will hang on.
Last year definitely was a really good learning year.
Our defense was working hard as a whole. We have all had like a we want to win type of mindset.
How does preparing for that opening of football and that whole football season go for you during that time?
Brand new weight room, great scoreboard, donated by our Traveling Baseball Association. So that's one of the biggest things that have changed. But you know, some of the kids are the same, some of the struggles are the same.
Switched a few things up from 2 years ago, last year. You know, it might be a little bit tough getting some new guys to understand, but we've been rolling pretty well so far.
A junior this season, but a starter last year, and had some great experience last year with the squad, and especially in the postseason. What did you take away from that experience?
You have to be like patient when playing with different people, because I didn't know anybody that was on that team because I had just gotten moved up. And playing with different people go different tempos, different speeds. You have to be coachable, and you have to be able to listen to your seniors and stuff.
2025 season and the 2025 Champlin Park Rebels team. What are 2 or 3 words you would choose at this point before the season gets underway to describe this team?
Okay, inexperienced is one.
Smaller senior class, but the ones that are out here, they're leading us for sure. And then us juniors, I think as we get more comfortable, some that came from sophomore and maybe some JV, they're getting more comfortable to lead us as well.
Hardworking is 2.
As a defensive lineman, I'm faster than most defensive linemen, so it's very easy to get by, and I also have strength. So when I combine the 2, it's pretty good.
3, more than one word, but you know, some of our best off-season training in a long time.
You know, as a team, I think that we've been playing a lot harder than last year compared to where we are right now. We just had a scrimmage and we looked pretty good. I think we ran really hard. So I think that's the big difference from last year was where we're at now.
Ready, now go.
I think that, you know, I know that we don't have the highest expectations, but I think that we're going to prove a lot of people wrong. I think that we have a very aggressive team right now.
We're only returning 3 starters, so a lot of positions to fill, a lot of competition. So maybe the word is competition.
I think we're gonna be solid. It's a new team. Like for me, all the seniors kind of left, so I wasn't like worried, but I was anxious to see what we'd be like, and we held our own. We did good. I'm really excited. As long as we all work together, I think we'll be fine.
Our offensive linemen have really worked hard in the off-season, and so have our defensive lines. We touched on it earlier, but I think those guys have a really good opportunity if they can keep working technically on their steps, doing what Coach Corton asked them on the offensive line and what Coach Oakley and I asked them on the defensive line.
You're not getting any type of a rip or any type of a move with your arms. You're not throwing it. You're just coming straight off, and then you can just do this. You gotta bring it through that. You know what I mean? And that's what they're trying to tell you. They know it. They got it. Here we go, guys.
When you watch film, you see the offensive line's tendencies. Like sometimes they might lean forward on a run or take like a step back, or their right foot is usually back on like a pass play. And little things like that can really lead to like big plays.
I think last year, just kind of first time being on varsity, really playing, kind of a little bit of not unsure what I can do, but now, you know, playing a full season, I know what I can do.
Told the kids from day one, every season that we've been successful, we've had a good offensive line and a good defensive line. So really it starts up front. We put a lot of time into those kids, and we're excited what some of these young kids have to offer.
Consistency is definitely something that always strive for to be achieved, because it's really important in tennis. But also adding aggression is also really important.
In the past, we kind of just have been an aggressive attack type team. And we have, that's something that's really important to us. We've been trying to just make sure that we get all of our shots in, trying to be more consistent.
I have played since I was 7 years old, and I'm 55, so we're 48 years of playing tennis. Grew up in Fargo and played high school tennis and college tennis in North Dakota. I want them to get better at tennis by playing a lot of tennis and have a good time doing it. And I think, the more they have fun playing, the more likely they are to practice outside of our practices and get better.
So it definitely is like an individual sport. That's something I've really noticed. Like, you are on a team, but once you get out on the court, it is kind of just like a you for you thing.
Really focus on staying in the match, not like getting distracted in the matches around me or the people like walking by or talking to you or whatever. And really focusing on the next point and just like clearing your mind of whatever happened before that.
I do think something that helps is we always have like team group meetings right before games. We always talk over like what's our strategy, how are we going to attack this other opponent, what's our game plan, and that does kind of help like bring us together as a team, I would say.
Really want to just feel grooved and good. So when we're practicing, we're trying to hit a ton of tennis balls and put them in game type situations.
My goals this season is definitely obviously to win. I hope to win as much matches as I can. Also, I want to get my serve stronger and add more pace to it, definitely.
Just expect a lot of close matches. We played 2 matches last Friday and they're both 4-3. One of them we won, one of them we lost. So I think we're gonna have a lot of really close competitive matches.
Welcome back here as the second half just moments away from beginning. But first, let's take a look at a recap of what transpired here in the first half. Certainly many opportunities for both of these teams with the wind at the back and a plethora of corner kick opportunities for the Rebels, none of which they were able to convert on this blustery and high-blowing wind. There's another one taken there by the Rebels. That's deflect Max Dorn there. But now here's the break. Beautiful pass. Goes the distance, and he just slides it, Jim, and tucks it into that corner of the sock drawer, the lower 90.
Great job with goalie Kia Herrera Alderwan. Marquand, geez, that can be easy for me to say, got caught in nowhere. He had a great half, though. He made a couple of just dandy saves off a shot from Rothermall and then another shot from Dorn. Has been able to keep the Panthers in this.
Panthers, of course, as we said at the beginning, they've outscored their opponents now 11-2 in that first half. They're looking to collect their 4th win of the season, and they've currently with a 4-game unbeaten streak right now. But the toll that could come here in the second half, Jim, we'll see how the teams adjust to this really strong win that'll take place, and this time it's at the back of the Panthers.
It's important. You could see on a couple of throws from Herrera Markwald, a couple of his throws just got hung up in the wind, and stuff like that you just can't do because it allows the defense and your opponent to go on the attack.
About 80 degrees right now, the current temperature, and on that turf, you can always increase it by probably another good 7 or 8 degrees in itself, and they're ready to get at it here for the second half. And the goal for Dorn was his 3rd, but I was just purely impressed by the dime that came from the foot of Elijah Stiles. Just a phenomenal boot that came at about the 16, at about the 18, their own, and in about 3 hops, Dorn was able to settle it with a defender on him and just stay poised and tuck that just underneath the outstretched arm of the keeper.
Yeah, and he like you had mentioned at the beginning, he has been, one of the most valuable players on the Rebels team, and he shows it there. Defensively, he's just an extinguisher. He just extinguishes any threat that is around him, and he does it cool and calm, and is able to reverse the flow of the game back to the Rebels.
Of course, Fondo also made his presence known with some great hustling plays, and Rothermall as well. And I think the second half, what we're going to see, if those corner opportunities, you've got a guy who's about 6'5", in Lee Leach, who has 5 goals this season. He could play a role. Anthony Porter, who had 3 goals in their win last week against Elk River. You could see that come alive here as we are ready to start the second half of this match. It is the Panthers. The boys come in with a mark of 3-4 and ready to get things going. They had that 4-game losing streak at the early part of the season where they started the season with a 2-2 tie. But they only scored 4 games and 4 goals during that time in the games in which they had losses to Rogers, Centennial, Anoka, and Blaine. So back in play here. The Panthers try to get a feel for that wind as they rotate. Along in front of us is Trabant on defense as a center back, left back. Across the field on the possession, a takeaway. Crossed away, now stopping and trying to redirect. Send it back to Early. Early now to Stiles. And Stiles finishes the reversing. A teammate there, but a little too far ahead. And now the Panthers try to get after it, and that's Wayu. Wayu, 6 goals, 1 assist for the Panthers this season. Has it again. They pivot and move it around. Trabant lifts this one in, but not able to control. But Panthers able to stop that roll. That's Castillo, and tried to move it upfield. A steal that time, but on the transition, puts it right back on the foot of the Rebels of Castillo. And now moving it up around midfield. That's Porter. Porter launches his one to the far side. Also dangerous is Ray. Trying to go one-on-one against Aurelis. There's a left foot laser just off the mark, and he lined that thing up going against Raulas and just missed that one.
Well, we've seen him take it the right when it was down in the first half. That one, he takes it with his left. I think his left is a little bit stronger. That was a missile.
Goal kick here for Yeager. Another impressive season this year as well. Really some great hands and athleticism between those pipes, and he's got some hops when he needs them. Battle there. Boy, that was a tangle. That was a tough band going at it, Dorn.
Dorn and Porter. Boy, I tell you what, 11 versus 11 on that. You could probably have switched jersey. They were so close to each other.
Yeah. Back in, moving it up, redirected, and you can tell right now the Panthers really trying to push it up. Behind. Herrera will help reverse field. One-on-one on that far side, and you can just tell the explosive steps there by Ray, but a nice job defensively. And then they'll send it through on a through ball attempt. The Rebels trying to get something going here, but just outside the corner of the 18, controlled by the Panthers. Deflected. They get it back, and now a little good footwork move. Almost like a toe drag in hockey. Near side, cuts it up again. Some great moves here just to kind of get it in possession. Now they're going to try to get a through ball and contract. They're going to let them battle it out. Ray, a pretty good size status player. It's moved off and it deflects off of Ray's.
Wow, what a play by Raz. I mean, just outstanding. Pumped the ball up and then kept on it as with the wind, able to knock it off of Ray.
Yeah, he's a magician with that ball on his foot and able to get just enough.
Looked like that was a true corner kick. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a set piece set for the Panthers.
Panthers still looking for their first corner kick here of the afternoon, now becoming evening. Just under 36 to play here in the second half. 1-0 lead for the Rebels. And a goal by Dorn. Beautifully lofted. Played well. Now settling. Drops the pass. Rothermall leaves it for his teammate. Working it through again. Yofondo Drops it for Rothermel. Rothermel tried to get there, was hung up just long enough for the defense to come off the 18 and zip it up ahead to midfield, pinching up Stiles. Early back to midfield, and now they guide it back to Stiles. Not so much a guide as Stiles had to get on his horse to catch that one. And then redirected back upfield. Rothermel tries to get by. Nice defense to deflect, but still across the way now. They got some spacing, some separation. Dorn right on the outside border of the 18, battling, chips it ahead. He heads to the turf, no whistle. And now back the other way, some pressure coming on that far side by Ray. Ray's got the stride and the swag going on that far side and redirected out, so it'll be a throw in for the Panthers. But you can tell once he gets those stride and that speed going for Frank Ray, he's tough to stop.
It was a good job by Early just to time it up and be able to step in front of it and slow it down a little bit.
Anything to try to diffuse that momentum. For Ray, Frank again with 5 goals, 1 assist for the senior. They are doing without the services of one of their top scorers in Jacob Nacken. Guide it back here. They'll throw it up the line. Will the Rebels and try to control. I had asked the head coach for the Panthers in terms of how he would define this team, and Luke Pauley responded by it's a hardworking, united, and a competitive squad with a mix of experienced players and talented newcomers, and we've shown some great growth in both skill and teamwork this season. The focus is on playing with intensity and making smart decisions on the field and supporting each other. Here we go, a free kick. A header, goal! Beautifully connected. A free kick launched. And right along the 6, and putting that header home are the Panthers as they tie this up now at 1-1.
I think that was Lilich right there with a great header. Yeah, number 6.
He certainly climbed the ladder. We said corner kicks or anything inside that 6 with his height. For Lilich, it picks up his 6th goal of the season, and we're knotted at 1-1. What out of nowhere, a blistering shot right in the exact spot it needed to be. And when Lilich is probably one-on-one with anyone else, he can really elevate to get a strong header in place. Can't wait to see that again, because that was just a great combination here. Review as well of the next opportunity. So about the 33-minute mark, it's tied up by the Panthers, running on the far side at the corner of the 18. Ray going one-on-one versus Rualas. Gets a little gap, chips this one ahead. Nicely coming over Stiles to redirect that ball out of bounds beyond the goal line. It will result in a corner.
Well, I think we're getting our answer on what this wind, what the advantage is with the wind. You're seeing a much stronger attack from the Panthers.
Far side getting ready here for a corner kick opportunity. Panthers approach. Good location. They're just beyond the 6. Deflect up, getting there first. The Panthers. Excellent footwork, but it goes off of the Panther, or the Rebel. And now we'll get a throw-in by Spring Lake Park. Team 3-5 on the season. Settling it finally. The Rebels control. Rothermel. Focus there. Player goes down, losing some footing.
Oh, we got a card too on Rothermel.
A yellow there issued to Rothermel. He'll sit.
He definitely put his hip right into Porter. And Wasicki will come in. Conversation will happen with the coach. And that's something we haven't seen a whole lot of this year, where the coach and the center will have a conversation. And that's
Coach Hicks having that discussion. They've been, one of the rules of the season has been had the captains are the ones that speak with the officials. That can be a challenge because you're left to how the captain deciphers that conversation. But quickly now we'll look at a free kick opportunity for the Panthers. Launched, good hook, good bend in the 6, still loose up top. Drifted now just beyond the 18 on the foot there of the Rebels, and they'll launch this thing high and out of play for the throwing. Jim, you were going to add something.
Yeah, I just think there's some more clarifications when you work through the coach, and I think there's a little less hostility when that happens.
Through ball, here come the Rebels, a chance to attack on the move inside the 18, walking that in, perching it, lower 90, goal.
That's Mayo. Side of Mayo, huh?
Mayo time, and he delivers. He made that delivery, picked it up, kept it on his foot on such a windy day. Didn't bother to lift it, kept it low, just beyond the reach of Herrera. And with that goal by Mayo, they reclaim that is the Rebels with a 2-1 lead with 30 minutes and 48 seconds left in this match.
Yeah, that was goal number 2. I think he's one of these QCTV performers. He only scores when we're here, I guess. Prime time, yes. That was a great goal and a good through.
Great job. We'll get a look, too, at that replay. It's that counterattack that quickly evolved that's great to capture. And how the Mayo ended up with that ball on his foot. As he was being chased, he stood poised. It was almost like he was out walking his dog. He just had it there, didn't overrush it, kept it within poise, and walked it inside the 18, still with the defender on his hip. And again, so many times you see players get inside that 18 and they just want to unleash a shot up top. And the 2 goals for the Rebels, they've all come with rollers to the corners. On the ground, especially on these windy days, keeping it on that turf.
Well, the other thing that was impressive, he just kept his body in front, in between the ball and the defender, where he knew the defender was, so there wasn't really a chance for a slide tackle or getting interfered with.
Under 30 to play now in the second half, just as the Panthers countered to tie this match. It was the Rebels who reclaim the 1-goal lead here in the second half. They've got numbers right now if they want to continue to roll it up that far side. Disrupted just enough to take the advantage he had for the Rebels forward on that far side. Back to, again, the Panthers. Reset as the Rebels try to continue to put that pressure on. Continuing trying to press play. Working it through now in the case. Now jumping out, get in there just in time. On this windy day, it's even more difficult when you're on that goal line. For a keeper, you got to read it just right.
Can't be too aggressive, but you still have to be aggressive. You're right, Joe. It's just you've just got to make decisions.
The other piece is, hey, you got to communicate on a day like this as a keeper, because it's so tough to hear. The ball is taking some extended flows, bounces, and before you know it, it's right in your backyard. So you got to be able to communicate when you're coming out and coming off that line. To the corner near, trying to earn that corner kick. He's earned control of the ball. Now to the side of the 6, drifts out there for the Panthers. Hustling back to Rebels. Redirected. Good hustle to the ball there by Rebels when they're able to get to the Panthers, who send it back to their keeper. A little jump in motion by Yofonda at midfield to try to keep control, at least keep it on their side of midfield. Series of substitutions, at least.
Logan and Gouliard come in.
Yep.
Mayo and number 17, which is Umar, comes out. It's impressive to see the Rebels be able to, answer against this wind. This could have, can turn into, a ball chasing game here in the second half, and the Rebels have just done a nice job of settling it, and like you mentioned, keep it on the ground and not get it up in the air.
Throw in of the Panthers, you could see how quickly they can strike. On the goal by Lelich to tie it. If we get a chance to see those goals again, it's great to see just that laser and the accuracy of the shot and the pass by Spring Lake Park to set up Lelich in the 6th. And then the great counterattack quickly by the Rebels to take that 2-1 lead. All of that coming here in the second half with 26 minutes left in this match. Some tall order coming up for both of these teams as Champlin Park has Centennial. And as we look at they're one of the teams undefeated in the North Suburban Conference.
And they're having quite a run. They're 7-0, 6-0 in the conference. Yes,
correct. Followed by Rogers, and Rogers is that team, Jim, we cover here at Champlin Park, where you could tell that all the underclassmen were in a spot now as seniors and ready to take the conference or at least challenge for it. And they're doing just that. Good job of development by the coaching staff. This a slide on this kick down. That's going to be a free kick. That will go for the Rebels, a golden opportunity, I think, for Jamel Yofondo.
Absolutely. This is a chance to extend the lead. You had mentioned, the Rogers game, the one that we had done. The Rebels up 2 goals in that game, and clawing their way back was that senior leadership from the Rogers Royals.
Then direct here, free kick. No, they're going to go direct. Aurelis this time with the hopper that gets through. Aurelis that time didn't catch it all. Almost trying to be too perfect on that approach, and that kick and an opportunity just outside the 18th, diffused, captured, secured, and now it is the Panthers who will try to get some mojo going with 24.5 minutes left in this heavy hitter match. Far side, a good run. Someone's coming over to try to redirect. Curling back outside, good pressure by the Panthers. You see a late run coming. In right by YU. YU, good job of comeback. That was a strong run coming in from behind. YU that time was trying to catch up with, the center back. Making a run that time was Gouliard.
And Gouliard, he's a weapon. He's someone that you just don't think about, and all of a sudden he makes a run like that and is extremely disruptive.
Far side, a chance at the corner of the 18th. Still possession, left foot kick, a header, redirect just missed on that opportunity. A good look, and it'll be a throw-in awarded to the Panthers. So another good attack that time by the Rebels, just short. Back in quickly for this Panther squad is Max Olson, sophomore. Backliner. 23 and change left in this second half. Redirected back out quickly with it. Emerging a chance. Trying to pivot. Spin cycle shot here. Deflects, and it'll be a corner opportunity for the Rebels. The first of this half, I believe, in this corner, in this side of the field.
Well, Mayo, you can chalk that up to his hustle and his just his tenacity to make that happen. They passed it back to Herrera Markwald, and he rushed everything.
See if this corner kick, maybe they try to go far post or maybe to the top of the arch. It goes near the 6, a header quickly out. A low line drive into that wind, that fierce wind. Moving through, finding a pattern. Rualis can find that gap if he doesn't create it himself. Gets that leverage down low.
Yeah, we've seen him shoot the gap a couple of times. He is good with a man on.
If he decided to play football, he would probably make a nice fullback. Almer is back in for the Rebels. Back up top, now trying to stop and redirect. Had his hands that time on the Panther player and Frank Ray, and he's whistled. There it is, the Rebels player for that foul. So free kick, left foot kick, punching this one deep into the corner, hustling back is Early, trying to disrupt or at least get control. Throw in again for the Panthers. Looking right into the sun. A left foot kick launched right in that exact spot, Yeager. Good kick. He went to the ground, did Ray. But right in the spot of his destination was Yeager to read it perfectly. Trying to go one way to defense. And now Wayu, all along, he had a better pass ready to come. He can tell Wayu saw that pass, and it floated off his ankle. Cubby went up a little higher than he anticipated. But he had a runner going down the line of the 18. So a throw-in, disruptive right at that top of the 18. Trying to get Slew's passes, but this pass is jumped. Quickly turnover. Wayu battling, trying to get it back. He's to the turf. Trying to move it near midfield. Both teams sprawl at it. A couple of the players there. They're going to award that too. A yellow. A yellow card. That's who they're going to award that to. So it looks like that'll be number 2 in Parker.
Trebont.
Trebont.
Trebont is out. Yeah, he knew immediately too. There was not much on that one.
And Ibrahim is in. And Ofalu is also in, number 14, the sophomore. Ofalu comes in, number 14, fresh legs. Let's see if he can get a run or utilize those fresh legs here on a hot night at Rebels Athletic Field. Through attempt here, bounces, redirect to the ball in time. Collecting it there is Herrera Markwald. We're beyond the midway mark of this second half. In fact, at 19:40 remaining here in this match. Both teams have exchanged goals. It was the Panthers who tied it up on the header by Leelage. Answering just a couple minutes later. Gimme Some Mayo picked up the go-ahead goal for Rebels. Not hold the mail. Extra mail. Dorn will come out, take a breather as teams really start to strategize now who they want on that field here for the last, say, good 12 minutes on this windy, heated day at Champlin Park High School. It is the Rebels looking to pick up win number 4 on the season. They came into the mark of 3-1-2. As this game marks the midway part of the season of a 14-game schedule.
Everybody thought that the foul and the kick was awarded to the Rebels. And guess what?
Going away with the Panthers. Ray has it.
Morales is
just a battle with those two.
He is a pest. He's just a thorn in the side.
Far side splitting defense, pinching up defensively to disrupt the flow of that pass. Now on the foot of the Rebels as they move it up. Through ball to Rothermall. Rothermall struggling and striding, just trying to catch up with that ball. The junior unable to do so. 7 goals on the season for Murdoch. Rothermall 17:40 remaining here in this second half. See if the Panthers here can tie it for the second half. Second time this half. Good pass, good touch. Moves it across midfield. Now chipped across near side. Panthers move it in corner of the 18, trying to get a shot. Stiles is there to obstruct it.
What a great play.
Pickpocketed him with his foot and chipped it to a teammate.
No panic, and he just was able to make the Panther make the move first rather than him commit.
They move it right back in quickly. There's Lelich. And then on the foot of Porter. Anthony Porter. He has it stolen on his possession. Rothermall has it near side. Trying to seal off the defender. And a collision incurs there. And that will be a foul whistle on number 13 for the Panthers.
And most likely we've got...
you could see Rothermell kind of play into that, knowing
yeah, he did.
I'm going to move it kind of in towards it. I'll still get to him. I'll be able to seal him off. And then as a result, it was Stewart, I believe, that put that hit on him. So a free kick opportunity here. They'll chip it down low. Stiles sends it across, a one-timer just inside the 18. The defense comes in to disrupt that. And now a through ball, but back to help is Caleb Early. And there's the twosome again.
Yeah.
Rualis battling again. Here with Ray, a sliding move there. So athletic. Now a couple of players going tumbling just outside the 18 over one another. We get a whistle. Stiles as well, taking on some physicality there as he's going toe-to-toe with some of the bigger players there, but not giving an inch.
He's pleading his case as much as he can right now. So, good opportunity. This is a great opportunity. You can see it right there. Morales with an excellent slide on Ray. And right there, it looks like Stiles just put a forearm in the back of Porter.
From just outside the 18 on the side, approaching Panthers. Free kick. Jolis tried to hook this one in. Oh. Had a chance. Boy, from that back door coming in. A good look. A well-hooked ball that they're unable to capitalize. Just missed, and a player is still down here for the Panthers. 14:50 left here in this contest.
The goal scorer, Lilich, is down after he went up high to try to redirect that free kick. Looks like he's all right.
Up and moving around. A close call there. Boy, that was well placed. He went far post, Jim, from outside the 18. And almost struck gold as Illich was looking for his second header goal of the afternoon. Back in play now. The Panthers jump a pass there. Roll it out. Ray trying to seal off the pesky defender. Morales. He'll stop near that goal line. Arelis quickly put it back on his foot, thinking he would be out of bounds. Now inside the 18, some good footwork here by the Panthers to sustain this pressure. A goal by Ray. How did he see it? His back was to the goal. Spin cycle, and he found the lower 90 just inside the far post to tie this up at 2-2. What a fabulous goal.
Hey, look at this. Just he plants and he turns at the same time, and he's still able. I mean, he is basically almost 90 degrees away. What an excellent shot by Frank Ray, and ties it at 2.
And you know what? If you're going to beat a keeper like Yeager, that has to be a fabulous shot.
Yep.
Wow. The goal for Frank Ray, his 6th of the season. Jim, you could kind of see that evolving. And finally punched it in.
You know, he's physically, much bigger than Rallis, but he, at the same token, he has Rallis. It's been a great battle this afternoon, especially in the second half between those two.
Whipping at it. Now finally, Rothermall. See if he can get the edge. And you're going to start seeing the substitutions coming in here for the Rebels for the final 13-minute run. Here in the second half, back in. I'm going to take, with this, a Mayo with Dorn. I was going to say Max Mayo. But Max Dorn come back in, Matthew Mayo. Both of those two have scored a goal.
The M&M boys, how about that?
Absolutely.
Maris and Mantle, Max and Matthew.
Working it now far side. Fresh legs back out there for the Rebels. Strategic exchange there by head coach Brady Hicks for the Rebels. Far side. Now moving it. Race to the ball here, pinching in. Elijah Stiles. Stiles still has it. No one's picked him up. He's like, I'm going to just continue my way in. A beautiful setup and a redirect right at the penalty mark. And we are going to have a corner opportunity. Stiles was walking in with the ball, had it on his foot, just continued his way forward. Nobody stepped into him.
He was surprised himself. He was like, nobody's picking me up. Okay, but what a dime! Holy cow!
Yeah.
Thread the needle on a pass and create this the corner kick.
Rualis with this corner opportunity. Left foot kick. Beautiful hook. A header. Redirected. Rualis controls off his foot. Sends a shot wide. And he didn't catch that one square as it kind of tailed all the way. How the heck did the Rebels hold that ball in?
That is
quickly back in at the 18. Trying to settle. A quick shot here. Just over the outstretched hands and the crossbar.
That was my pick to click right there, number 7.
That's right. You guys had that magical conversation before the game.
Had a chance. He's had a couple of nice chances so far. One in the first half, one in the second half.
11:40 to play. Tie, and you can just see the wind kind of take that ball. Just a minor miscue. Well, it wasn't a minor in terms of the result, but just a small little nudge of a pass beyond the stretch of the center back there to reach it. And it completely rolled out of play. And then a throw in now awarded to the Rebels with 11 minutes remaining here in the second half. 3 goals have been tallied in the second half alone, 2 by the Panthers. As they have countered here with the lead by, or excuse me, the tie by Wren. That's going to be a save. Did everything he could. I thought there was no way he was going to be able to prevent that, the keeper Herrera, from it not becoming a corner kick opportunity, but he walked the line and got it done.
Conversation with the coach or the linesman? Oh, the coach.
Stoppage at 10:39. 10 minutes, 39 seconds. I think they may want to.
I think there's a conversation on.
Maybe the players warming up. Because that ball, and even if they're practicing and they're doing some headers, and that wind, it can easily come back onto the field. Maybe they felt it was a distraction.
I wonder
the
if they're-
Panthers.
Yeah, I wonder if they're talking about where. Oh no, but yeah, you're right. Possibly that's where it's at. But I thought maybe it was they were readjusting. We're going to make it a corner kick. After
Trying to
discussion.
create some conversation. That's what Childs is all about, or controversy, rather.
Yes.
And back in play. Now let's see if the Panthers can hit it. When they strike, boy, they strike in a hurry. The possession, time of possession, certainly not in their favor for this match, but they've optimized at their opportunities, and especially that last goal by Ray.
Well, he's moved to the center now. He's moved away from that far side. Now he's right in the center.
Throw in. That comes to the Panthers. That'll be Cam Stewart. Stewart throw in, top of the 18, redirected back out there nicely by Early. Getting it to midfield on the rebound and now deflected back. Stewart trying to seal off the defender. Nice work by Yofonda to just try to get around at least and get a foot on it and send it a little deeper. But this will be a throw in for Stewart and the Panthers. A 2-2 tie. As the Panthers start upfield. You can see Styles and Ray doing a little bumping on that last exchange.
Ray got a little nicked on that one.
Sending it back, trying to move around the defense, and nicely tucked away, and a good disruption on defense that time by the Panthers. Throw in, goes away, and at it right now. The Rebels being chased out there right now is Gilliard.
Well, Coach Hicks is after these guys right now. He's coaching them up.
He wants them to put the pressure on them, and when you do that, typically you force some penalties or gain that possession.
I think there just hasn't been a lot of movement there. You know, they've a lot of individuals, but you know what the Rebels are good at is working in space, and they just haven't been moving the way they have recently, as they did in the first half.
We're in single digits left here in the second half of this match. It's a 2-2 tie with 8 minutes. That's all that's left. Trying to escort that ball to around the 18. It's moved off the foot of the Rebels. Back again here, dropping it back. Mayo. Rualas. Excuse me, not Rualas. Moving it far side. One-on-one. May have a shot here. Jensen it through. Powering it through. Just with conviction that time is Dorn looking for his second goal. Near side. Controlled now and bump back. A little give and go. Quickly trying to perch it right back in. Rothermall. Haven't heard from him today or in a while, so you know he's due. He's pinballed around, lost control, and now the Panthers. But you can see right now, at least for that moment, the Rebels were really doing a good job of playing downhill and coming up and being more aggressive on the attack. 7 minutes left in this match. 2-2 tie. Elevating over the top of a Rebels player. It's going to result in a free kick. He went
Lillage,
over the top.
yeah.
They're going to stop. We're going to get a yellow. That's going to be issued here.
And Mayo slow to get up.
I know it wasn't on 13, but it was a look here and a look here.
It was
Thanks,
on- yeah.
Truck.
It was on Lillage.
Free kick. An opportunity here for the Rebels from just inside the 30. 6:55 left. Some substitutions.
The wind's still gusty. It, as the sun sets, it's still blowing.
Approaching the ball. Jamel Yafondo with a look here. Chips it. Spins. Probably farther away with that wind. It kind of drifted. Unable to cash in that opportunity. Far side early is overrun with that and sending it back length of the field, chasing the Rebels. That's Wren. Wren, thus far, the tying goal with about 14 minutes left. On a pivot spin cycle move with his back to the goal to beat Yeager in that far corner. 6 to go. Control. Here we go. A chance to see if that's evolving, emerging, maybe an opportunity. Here comes Wren. Wren with it. Moves it off. Ready to dribble and maybe shuffle it by the defense. He has it moved off of his foot. Nicely done by Early. Rothermall now at midfield. Left foot trying to lead through. A teammate there. Picks it up and a chance and a couple of whistles. We got an offside that is going to be whistled. And a couple of players down as well. Good run, you can tell. Boy, they're starting to wind it up. And when they're not out there with the ball in their foot, a quick refuel. Here you see the through. Rothermall starts it up with that left foot through.
Oh, man, I don't know. That's... You see right there that you're playing through the whistle, I guess, but that was really towards the end of the whistle. It certainly didn't look like he was that far offside, or if offsides at all. It was pretty tight.
Time is now back in. They started it up, about 5 minutes left. A launch near the 18. A header back out by the Rebels. A through attempt getting on that back door, trying to get the go-ahead goal. Still trying to keep the ball alive to defense, trying to move it out. Porter this time heads to the turf and the ball launched out of play. It'll be the ball for the Panthers on this throw-in.
Well, Ray was left wide open right around the 6-yard line.
Moved back through now to midfield. 4.5 to play here in the second half of the match. One more coming here on QCTV, a double feature. Trevant controls. Just a pass back down. Look out. Ever so dangerous. Wren, he's bracketed there defensively and then pickpocketed by Rothermall. And Rothermall sends a left foot kick up near midfield, charging in. Time of the Panthers, but they send it out of play beyond the goal line.
See a lot of hands on the knees by the Rebels right now. They're chasing.
You're starting to see hands on the knees by an announcer in here who's tired for them. As it goes to midfield, trying to re-shift the momentum. A run, it gets just off the foot. You can just tell, a game of inches. A good run. Getting over to seal it off and defensively sending it in and off the field that time for the Panthers. Their center back. Rothermall, always dangerous. 7 goals on the season. Leaves it there for a teammate. A quick touch pass, running and hunting that down. A left foot kick launched, but just wide. Trying to kick it in and kick it towards that net, I believe, was Rualis. But when he launched it, that wind is coming right across and fading in that direction. It took that pass out of play.
You really don't see Coach Hicks pace a whole lot during the game. You can see he's been up, moving around quite a bit. So obviously this is he's trying to inspire his troops.
A couple of headers and it's almost a setup. Now the hunt begins, trying to bracket. The Rebels get it, possession. Trying to set it up, and Dorn was there along with Yafondo. And they're going to give a throw-in that's awarded back to the Panthers with 2.5 to play. 2-2 tie. Pitched ahead, now moving it down low. This one's sent ahead. On this day, it's so tough to clean it and come up with a clean catch, especially when it has that spin. And doing a good job there was Herrera from preventing that ball from hitting the turf, because that immediately can give you that backspin away from the goalie if he doesn't make that clean catch. Give and go. Midfield. Rebels make a run here. South of 2 minutes to play. Panthers get it now on the counter attack. Near side. Cutting through Porter. 3 goals in the last outing. versus Elk River. Through ball. Ray tries to get his foot on it. A nice defensive play by Early to head it out of the 18. He'll elevate again and move it upfield. And back will come the Rebels as they're stopped at midfield. Another rush. Here they go. Full head of steam coming in. Near side around the 18. Left foot. Crossover. Disrupted. And a roll off the foot that time of the Panthers. Trying to see if they could get themselves a corner, but now with 1:10 remaining,
if you're going to give Rebels. If you're going to give some MVP votes or player of the game votes, it would be the defense. Early, Wallace, Stiles back there, and Gouliard. All four of them have individually been outstanding on the 1v1 matches.
Wallace getting ready to launch a free kick with 50 seconds left deep in the Rebels. A knuckler here that lands off a header. Back-to-back headers trying to settle far side, getting to that ball now and quickly awarded the throw in the Rebels with 35 seconds left. We're tied 2-2. Give and go back quickly. Dorn that time with that look. A header coming in. Stiles. Now a push with 25 seconds. Panthers had it momentarily. Now a through ball. Race to the ball ensues. 20 seconds left. Trying to get to the outside. This will be a throw-in. Mayo on the quick throw-in as we have 10 seconds left. Back in again. They lost the ball. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, and this is going to end a tie. A 2-2 tie as the Rebels run out of time with the last-minute run. Trying to get at it, but this one, it started as it finished. Both teams tied. Not only front 0-0 at 2-2, but Panthers a great job of overcoming some deficits and tying it up late with about the 14-minute mark.
Yeah, what a fantastic shot by Frank Ray on to tie it up at 2. Not only these two, conference opponents. This will be a good matchup when it comes to sections as well, as both teams are in Section 5. So
that they are with the tie. The Champlin Park goes to 3-1-3 on the season. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go now to a mark of 3-5-1. So great game, great match, some explosive play. And it ends all with a 2-2 tie here from the Rebels Athletic Field in Champlin Park and on the campus of Champlin Park High School. Thanks for joining us on this first of two of a double feature coming right after this. And moments away, it'll be girls high school soccer. The girl versions is going to take place in undefeated Champlin Park Rebels taking on the Rebels of Spring Lake Park. I'm Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs. Great job with everybody on the QCTV sports presentation. Thanks for joining us and have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.